gotten the sketches I'll be working with. So I will come to open. Yeah, I have the sketches right here. Random element. Yeah, I have these two sketches, 1 and 2. Yeah. So a disclaimer. So I want to make a disclaimer. So I did not make these sketches. I did not make these sketches. So I got them online. So I could not make a sketch of my own because of time. I was engaged throughout the weekend. That's one of the reasons we could not hold the last two classes last week. So tonight I will be teaching us how to create this logo using the grids. This logo is simple to create, so simple. We don't have much to bother ourselves about creating this logo. So what do we need to do right now? So we have just to create a new document because we can't start creating the logo on this sketch. We have to create a new document. So how do we create a new document? Control or Command N. For those using for those using a Windows PC, Control N. For those using Mac PC, Command N. So like so. So I'll be maintaining the settings right here. I can change this to logo recreation. Logo recreation. Create. So I hear some people actually messaged me. They ask some questions about the line selections, how to create the grids. So tonight I will be doing that right here. I will be demonstrating that. So what do we do now? So you can see my ruler is not enabled and I would love to have my ruler. So how do I enable my ruler? I can do it in two ways. I can use Ctrl R or Command R. You see after pressing Ctrl R for my end, the ruler pop up. So I can take it up again using the same command so that I can come here. I can just come right here to the window panel window. So I can just come right here and search for ruler and search for um, ruler. So I'm looking for my ruler right here. I think it should be here. Wow. So I think it's a show ruler. Okay, you can see it here. It's right here, show ruler. So you can do it either ways, either with the shortcut or going to the view and taking up. So the first logo we'll be creating tonight is this. So what do I do now? I drag this by left click and drag. I drag it to the document I've created. You can see once it turns gray, then I just drop it inside. So you can see it's now inside the document I created, logo recreation. So let me Control Z. I can actually do it. I can do. I can select it like this and copy Control C and come here and press Control V. It either ways it will work. So now let's assume that this sketch you've made this sketch like you've drawn this sketch from your hand and you want to create a digital logo out of this sketch. So the next thing you want to do is what? You lock this layer because you don't want this image to start moving around when you start creating your logo. You will want to lock this stuff. So how do you do that? Right click right click um so I don't think that's it. So let's come to come down to objects and click lock. Lock. So you can see I can't drag it again. Once I lock that image, I can't drag it again. So that makes it like that so that I can easily, it's just like putting a paper on the table and sellotaping the edges of the paper so that the paper will not move on the table. So that's basically what we just done. What we just did rather. So now I want to create my grid lines. I want to create my grid. How do I create my lines? So I come right here to the shape tool right here. I right click to expose all other tool inside the shape tool. So I'll be using the line segment tool to create my grids. Line segment 2. You can see. So and I want to tell you something anytime you are creating an icon from a sketch. For an icon like this that has rectangle, you should know that in this type of icon, to maintain balance, all the sizes should be equal. In your sketch, it might not be so. When you are making your sketches, you might not all the sizes might not be balanced, but because maybe because you use a free hand, or maybe because you just did a rough sketch. But anytime you are trying to create them, you must make sure all the sizes are equal to each other to create balance, to create a sense of balance in your icon. So next thing I want to do now is to come to my line segment tool. So right there, and how do I do that? I left click and drag the line. You can see. So now I will want to um so because I don't want a case whereby we can't see this. So let me try and unlock this again. Unlock all. So let me try and unlock it so that I can so we can just see this well. I don't want a case where we can't see the grids. So like so. So let's just come to line segment 2. You can zoom in to get a few scope of what you are doing. So yeah. So right now, just create. I believe by now you should know how to create a line, a line now. So click and drag your line. You can see it's not straight. And for you to make it straight, just hold on to shift. Hold on to what shift. You can see the line is straight like that. You can see it becomes straight. And you can increase the size right here, and you can give it the color you want because it's a line, so you want to give it a stroke. A line should have a stroke. So basically, I would not want to use black because our our sketch is on black, so I want to use red. So let me use red. So let me increase my sketch to let me increase my stroke to 2. So that like so, you can see. So now I zoom in to see what I'm doing. Yeah. So what I would like to duplicate this line now. How will I do that? I will select the line using the selection tool and hold on to Alt key, and then I drag it out. Hold on to Alt key and I drag it out. As you can see, I've created that like that. So now I want to create for the rest for all other parts. So how do I do that? Don't mind you, I said all the sizes must be balanced. That means we are maintaining these two lines. We are maintaining these two lines. So what do we need to do now? Alt click and drag out to copy. Alt click and drag. You see, I alt click and I drag out. So what next do I need to do? I need to rotate it. So you can see now. Let's assume I let me start again. For those that might want me to come again. So you can see the line is not selected. Let me lock this background again. As you can see, oh no, object lock all artwork below. Yeah. Oh, damn. I'm trying to lock this background so we don't have it moving around. Object lock selection. Yeah. So it has been locked that way, so I cannot move it around again. So how do I select these lines? I come to the selection to right here and I draw over there. I drag over the lines. You can see I drag over the lines. Oh, wow. It automatically lock these guys too. I don't want that to happen. I just want to lock the background. Selection. Yeah. So now I'll just select these two guys using the selection tool. I will alt drag to copy the lines. You can see I'm using the two lines as my reference because those are the first ones, because I want all the sizes to be equal along the logo. So what do I need to do now? I need to rotate this. So anytime I select lines like this and I come to the anchor point, automatically my selection tool changes to rotation tool. You can see right there. So then I left click and rotate until I come to the, yeah, you can see right there. So it's not where I want it to be. So I'll just shift it. Yeah, as you can see, I think I'm okay like this. Yeah, the same thing. I want to create the same thing for other parts. I'll select these two. What do I need to do now? I don't need to, I'll have to copy, Control C right here, then do the same process right here, like so, and bring it right. You can see I'm trying to maintain uh the same the same size along my icons. So I still need to create a line down here. So I bring this, I'll click and drag it down here. Yeah, I need to close it down here. So like so, I still need a line right there, right down here. So I take this now, I alt click out. You can see, then I make it straight line. How do I do that? Right click, come right here, transform, rotate. Then you can choose 90. So that gives you, you can see, then bring it down, bring it right here, then duplicate again to close it down here. So now, like so, we've been able to give a grid of our illustration. Now we are moving to the process of creating the icons using the grids that we've created. So how do we now do? The next step is to select all the grids we've created by what? By using the selection tool and dragging over it all like this. Drag over it, as you can see me doing. You can see automatically it select everything. So the next thing you want to do right now is what? Use your shape builder tool, because the shape builder tool is what you use to merge all the parts inside this icon. You can see all these shapes you can see now are parts for, oh, sorry, I need to close this logo, this icon right here. So let me create this. Yeah, I forgot to do that. So let me do that right here. So I can now select everything. So a moment, please. Just give me a moment. I will be back. Just 1 minute. Okay, you can't find the shape builder tool on your system. So I will show you how to find it now. I will show you how to get the shape builder tool now. Just be patient. I believe tonight's class is going well. You are understanding what I'm doing tonight, because yeah. So I've selected them now. So how do I need to build out the shape builder tool. So automatically this is the shape builder tool right here. This is the shape builder tool right here. But in some cases where you can't find the shape builder tool on your toolbar after you might have checked through all the tools. So just come to these three dotted lines, edit toolbar, click on it, then you can find it right here. Once you find it right here, because there are a lot of other tools that are here that are not on the toolbar. Once you find it, just do like this, click on it and drag it right inside. So like that, it got added to your toolbar. So let's assume mine is not there again. Let's assume now my toolbar is not here. I'll just come here and look for it right here. Where is it? I will carefully look out for it. Then if it is not there, maybe you've not checked it well, or it's hidden in one of the tools. You can see, I'll just drag it out here. You can see that's the process of bringing it out. So just try and so I'll just click on it like so. Then I'll start merging all my lines together. So you can see automatically it brings out a plus sign down there. So I will now start creating my logos, my icons, I mean. So as you can see this logo right here, it is divided into two different parts. You can see that there's a part that is shaded and there's a part that is not shaded, meaning that that logo is not meant to be joined together. That means this side is a different color and this shaded part is a different color. So first of all, I want us to create the shaded part. So once you click on the shade builder tool, just make sure you come into the enclosed areas and do like this and click left click and start joining the bounded shapes, the bounded lines together. You can see automatically it deleted all other lines right there. Like this, we've been able to create a part of our icon. So the next one, I want to create the part right here. So I just what I click on it and merge it like so. So you see, uh, it's not doing. So let me zoom in. I know what the problem is. You can see there is small stuff here. Make sure you come over, you drag like so over it like this. Yeah, and you take it off like that. You can see some lines inside. That one is so easy. That means you have to delete those lines inside. Alt click. Once you alt click, it changes to minus. You can see. So click them and delete them, as you can see. One. So we still have a place to create here. So just like so, it is created. Like so. So our next thing now is to delete all these unwanted lines right here. And how do we do that? You hold on your alt key or option key on Mac. So you start deleting them like so. Delete them like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Ew, sorry, cut to that. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like so. Yeah, this is not going there. You can zoom in to have a full grasp of what you are doing. You can see delete it like so. See, there is still some stuff down here that are not deleting, but we don't need them. Take them off. Yeah, take them off. Yeah, I want to be sure of something there. So just click them again and delete this, all these unwanted lines, because they're not part of our logo. We have to delete them. So what do we do now? And there is one right here. Delete this. So you can see inside this place, we can still see some lines here. So you have to make sure you add them together. Don't use the alt key right now. Just click on it and make sure that arrow passed over it to join it together. You can see you join it over there. You join it together over there. So the next thing right here, so you make sure you check all your edges and make sure everything is fine, because if they are not fine, you might not get your icon. So you can see down here. So I want to, yeah, I want to delete this stuff down here. Yeah, this one right here, I don't need it. So I just click here and click on like so. It is gone. So what the next thing now is what to give them colors like this. Now you can see this part. Now click on this part and you can give it a color and come to the color panel here. Click and give it, let's say, black. Okay, no, we want black. Okay, like so. Yeah, here is what is white. we want Y, yeah, like so. The same thing right here. So you can just easily use your eyedropper tool and come here. So you can see now, but right here you can see something that we are still having our red lines. So for you to remove the red lines now, select everything like this, come here and take this none to this two panel none. So like so we've been able to create this icon. So let me bring it out. You can see that we've been able to create that um, from the sketch we have here. You can see that this thing is quite simple. This is how you use this is how you can easily create um, a a an icon from a sketch that you have. So and let me come again over what I've said over let me come over what I've said again. I said if you are creating icons like this, make sure that your the distance between your lines are equal your throughout your creation, because if they are not equal, you might have issues of getting a balanced icon. So I think that's that. So if you can get me, kindly press 222 on the chat box. 222 on the chat box. Let me know you can get me. So in case maybe you can't get it right away, the video will be uploaded tomorrow, so you can easily go over it again and get the parts you are not cleared with. So I'll be creating a new document now. Control N to create the second icon. So welcome back. Yeah, so sorry, I apologize for that. So I'll be going on to the second icon. So this icon is in Chase Bank in the United States. So I'll be I'll be copying this Control C and bringing it down here, Control V. Yeah. So the first thing I need to do is what? I need to lock. Oh, I need to lock my image object. Lock selection. Yeah. So that's how you lock it. So the next thing you want to do now is what? Create your okay, my ruler is gone, so control R to bring out my ruler, and I'll use what? Line segment tool. I draw my line like so. Shift, oh, remember to hold on your shift to create a straight line, as you can see. So I make sure I give it we are still maintaining the red, and the stroke is still 2 pt. Okay, so kindly mute yourself, please. Kindly mute yourself if you are not muted, please. So I want to copy this line like so. So I want to copy this by alt click or select it and alt click on it, or click and drag it out like this. You can see. So the same thing for all other parts too. Click this, select the two lines, select the two lines like that. You can see all these places are just two lines. The same thing for this place. Then you have to rotate, click out, select it out again, then transform, rotate, okay, 90, then bring it down here. You can see, bring it down here. The same thing for this place. Bring it up. As you can see, we are not done with our selections. We still have some slant lines, and we still have to close some lines too. So we are using this straight line right here to close the ones down here. We are doing so to this too, as you can see. So we are left with the line here and the line down here. This, the line here and the line down here, as you can see. So you are left now um with the slant lines. So copy any of these lines, one, then make a slant out of it, bring it down here with it like so until you get a perfect, yeah, like that. So the same thing down here, bring it down here, as you can see. Yeah, you have to create for the other place too. What do you do here? Transform and reflect. Okay, as you can see, do so for this side too. Yeah, so now you can see that it looks meaningless like this now, but what do you need to do to create your icon? Select all and permit me cancel. So permit me to unlock these objects, unlock all, so that we can have a full grasp of how we are making our selections. So let me lock this again, lock selection. So we can know how we are going to make our selections. Select like so. You can see we have to make a trapezium from here, right? So we have to come to our shape builder tool, then make a trapezium from here. Click Alt. Oh no, don't hold down your Alt now. Just make sure you use your like this, like so. You can see you make one trapezium out of that place. And the next one, I'm making the trapezium on the top side. Come right here and do like so. And we're making a trapezium down here too. Come right here like so. Done. We are making a trapezium down here too. Come right here like so. As you can see, we are done with that. So what we need to do, make sure that those you've give them their colors. Come right here, just select it, then you can easily give them colors. So black, no, let's give it black. It's not white. I don't know why this thing is turning to white. So this right here too is black. You can use your shape, your eyedropper tool to select the colors. You can see, just make sure you click on any of the edges. Once you've selected them using your shape builder tool, they've turned to a shape, so you can easily make colors out of them. You can give them color rather. Come here and see. You can see now what we need to do. We have to make sure we clear out all these unwanted lines. And how do we do that? Select all and come use your shape builder tool again, but this time around you are not plusing the lines together, you are subtracting. Then how do you do that? Click on the Alt key to change it to minus. So any lines that you don't want, just draw over them like this, then delete. Draw over any lines you don't want like this, draw over them and delete them like this. I don't want this. So it does not take time, just be careful. Yeah, be careful. These lines in the middle, we don't need any of them. Delete them. These ones right here, we don't need them. Just draw over them. Make sure you are holding down your Alt key and draw over all lines that you don't want. Like this, we don't want it. We don't want these ones right here. We don't want these ones too. 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 We don't want this. We don't want this. We don't want this one. Yeah. these ones too. We don't want these ones. Don't want these ones. As you can see, we are done. No, okay, we are not yet done. You can see there is still something right here. So I'll just use the plus to make this together. Make sure you just zoom in. There is one right here that we don't need. We need this. No, come to there. Oh no, no, we don't need this. We need you. Yeah. So until you are sure that there are no lines again, like this one, we don't need this. Until you are sure that you've make out all the icon, all the paths you want to make, then you can now delete all the unwanted um shapes. As you can see right here now, I can now select my icon coming down here and bring it up. You can see, and I will now change my outline and turn it to nothing. You can see we've been able to make out this logo from this sketch. Just as simple, just as simple as that. So so that's that on that. So now I will be sending in an icon in, into the group that I will be making as an our assignment, and that assignment has to be submitted on the group. And make sure you practice. I want to know if you encounter any issue while trying to practice. So I will send in an icon that you have to recreate to know if you get what we've done tonight. So that's that. We've been able to create this, and we've been able to create this using the grid lines. As you can see, it's not hard to do. You just have to be careful and know what you are doing to create your icons or your logo, as it might sound. So yeah, I said I'll be making an announcement tonight. So the announcement is a friend of mine that love what we are doing, right, that love what we are doing right here, is actually um looking out to mentor new beginners in designs. He's a designer himself, and if you know what it means to have mentors in design, I think you will appreciate this. So this is how it will work. We have a meetup like this once in a week, where it comes online and gives you mentorship words and look at your designs on and helps you grow as a designer. So he's a designer, so I will be sending a pool to the group when he will, because he would love to meet us before this mentorship session. He would love to meet every one of us. So I will send every information to the main group as time goes on. So that's the information. I believe you are happy to hear that, because it's not something that is easy to want to give a value to people for free. So I think you should appreciate that, and you should maximize the opportunity from him. So tonight, we've come to the end of tonight's class. So this, I think, by now you should be able to create icons using grids and lines. So if you um enjoy tonight's class, kindly give an emoji in the chat box, so then I can ask for questions. If there's any question, kindly type your questions, then close tonight's session. So any question, let me check. Any question, kindly type in your questions, then we close for tonight. So this class will be available to to rewatch on YouTube by tomorrow, by God's grace. They will be available for as many that came late and that could not, or as many that did not understand what we've done. So you can easily go back again and watch it over and over again until you get the full gist. So if there is no question, then I think it is fair to end tonight's class. So we are left with one class. So make sure you I will be sending an icon that you need to replicate inside the group tonight. Make sure you practice so that you can get to understand how the line and the shape reader tool works to create an icon. So and by tomorrow we'll be coming to an end of this 2 weeks class. So I believe it has been an amazing journey working with you guys, trying to impart knowledge in my best way that I feel I could do. So I think it has been an amazing journey. So and for as men that have not subscribed on the YouTube channel, yeah, please kindly do so. Kindly do so. That's a little way to encourage me to do more. I think, and you can easily share the link to as many people as possible so that they can easily get the information from what we've done and learn also. So as I promised earlier in our previous classes, I said we are not stopping at these 2 week classes. As you can see, after this class now, we are having the mentorship session where it will be a meetup, a designer meetup every week. It's a mentorship session where you can easily ask questions and bring your work can be critiqued professionally and you can easily get to know new trends in the design industry by asking. I will be having other trainings after this trainings. We'll be having other meetups, we'll be having other specialized trainings on each of the tools we've been using so far. So and I believe you don't want to miss that. So I'm dropping the YouTube channel link now. Kindly go there, get the previous classes, watch them, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. It's an amazing class tonight. Thank you so much. God bless.